Before we get into the Kenya Moore intro, I do want to set this up real quick. Sherri Shepherd apologized to Kenya Moore a day or so ago while hosting the Wendy Williams show. Okay, so for those of you who missed it, if you click the very first link in the description below, you can skip to the 3 minutes mark and you will hear Sherri Shepherd going through this long story before getting to Kenya, or you could skip to the 7 minutes and 5 or 6 seconds mark to hear her apology to Kenya Moore. Now, once the intro comes on, I will be breaking down all of their different moments that led them down a not so pleasant path that led to Sherri Shepherd's apology, and then I will get into my commentary about her apology. But I do have to set this video up and explain their history, what happened, who said what, who did what. But I wanted to give you all the opportunity to be able to hear the apology for yourself by going to the show page, listening, and then coming back and listening to my commentary on what I have to say about it.
She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Vina loves? This is Vina D coming to you all from Vina Tima News. Most of you are aware that a few years ago, Sherri Shepherd and Kenya Moore were on Watch What Happens Live, and Sherri Shepherd kept calling Kenya Moore Kendra. It wasn't just Sherri calling Kenya Kendra. It was Sherri agreeing that Portia Williams was 100% right for grabbing Kenya's hair. She said she, Whoopi, and every female on The View collectively agreed with Portia Williams' actions because the props that she used provoked Portia, and provoking Portia led to that reaction. And had she not provoked Portia, that wouldn't have happened. And Kenya said, the same way how Phaedra Parks provoked me, called me every name, and I still sat there and took her hits and responded. So Portia couldn't do the same thing. And she said, well, and that's what makes you different. You're very smart and you're intelligent and you respond with your words. And also Phaedra Parks did not have props in your face, just for Portia Williams to embarrass all of them. And the same excuse that Portia Williams held on to justify the reason why she did what she did to Kenya Moore, Portia turned around and did even worse to Milo. At least Kenya was within a distance. You know, you had Cynthia Bailey in between Portia and Kenya Moore, but Portia was sitting next to Milo. She could have hit Milo, hurt Milo's eyes. She could have done some real damage. She pointed a fan in Milo's direction, in Milo's face, pointed her finger, and Milo, the ex-con, I'm only using ex-con because Kenya just used it on the Wendy Williams show, but Milo, who Portia Williams said, I'm so afraid of her, and started to bring up her past and all of that in hopes that she would get fired. Portia Williams pointed an object in Milo's face, and the ex-con did not drag her, did not do any of the things that she claims she's so afraid to be around Milo about. Instead, Milo removed the fan from Portia's hand, chased her assistant behind the building. The assistant wasn't in her face. She could have walked away, not being provoked in that moment. Chased her behind the building. Went into Cynthia Bailey's personal space, started pointing her finger. Cynthia pointed her finger and then kicked her because she was in her personal space. Okay? Then went to Kenny Burris' husband's birthday party, and Chase ran up on Dennis' ex-girlfriend while she was pregnant and acted a fool, allegedly. But Portia herself went on Instagram Live and explained the story, so I'm not making any of this up. I'm sure you can research it and find it, and I'm also sure I did a video on it. If you go to the RHOA playlist, you will find that video as well from years ago. And almost got in a fight at Candy Burris' husband Ty Tucker's birthday party because she saw Dennis' ex-girlfriend kiss him on the cheek. Dennis said hi. She said, nice to see you here. Walked away. Portia was pregnant. Those girls did not know Portia was pregnant, and she walked up on them talking about, oh, you don't have to leave, all because she misinterpreted what she saw. Those girls could have beat her up without knowing that she was pregnant for Pilar, but once again, with her violent behavior, was willing to put her child's life at risk and fight, and those girls walked away. And the list goes on and on. And then let's fast forward to recently on her own show. No Kenya Moore there, and she is still fighting. After all of the excuses people like Sherri Shepherd and the rest of them made for Portia Williams. So Sherri Shepherd went to Watch What Happens Live with her mind already made up about Kenya Moore. And because she kept calling her Kendra, someone called in to ask Kenya Moore a question, and the person felt like, okay, well, since Sherri keep disrespecting her and doing it, I can do it too. And the person called Kenya Kendra. So that's what happened in that interview. Fast forward to yesterday, the entire episode is out. Sherri Shepherd apologized to Kenya Moore on the Wendy Williams show. For those of you who do not want to leave this video and click and do all of that, I wrote some notes, so I will give you a brief summary of what Sherri Shepherd had to say. So she said, in summary, all right, I called Kenya Kendra. I didn't do it on purpose. It was a live show, meaning Watch What Happens Live was live, and that she was nervous because she was on the spot and she felt like she had to come up with jokes on the spot. Basically, make the interview amazing. And because she was nervous, that's why she kept calling Kenya Moore Kendra. And then she continued, you're trying to think of jokes. You're trying to be funny. And when she turned to me, I said, Kendra. In my head, it was Kenya. But what came out was Kendra. And when I called her Kendra, she was very irritated with me. I was not trying to be shady because that's not me. So I want to apologize to Kenya because it was me being nervous and trying to get back on track. So I don't know where we will be from here on in, Kenya, but I think you are good at what you do. You are talented and a beautiful woman. She blew Kenya a kiss, and then she said, there you go, Kenya, and then she goes, Kenya Moore. The problem with people like Sherri Shepherd and Portia Williams that lie so much, when you lie so much, it's not easy to keep up with your lies. When Sherri Shepherd went back to Watch What Happens Live and Annie brought up, her situation with Kenya, she said that she was fasting and that she did not break her fast before her appearance. So she was hungry, she was irritated, and basically she ended her frustration on Kenya. However, Kenya is a beautiful woman and she wished Kenya the best. That's what she said. But in her apology that I just read and that most of you saw on the Wendy Williams show, she claims that she was nervous and that's the reason why she said Kenya's name wrong. Then she went on Twitter as Twitter was dragging her because majority of the tweets were on Kenya Moore's side. She then tweeted that I do not need internet feud or Twitter feud to be relevant. That's what she tweeted. Then when Kenya Moore appeared on Watch What Happens Live and Andy Cohen was playing a game with her, and one of the questions were, if you were to come back with any other guest, who's your least favorite Watch What Happens Live guest? And Kenya Moore kept it real. Sherri Shepherd. Honestly, because she was rude. So Sherri Shepherd starts working at Dish Nation before Portia quit, so they got closer. And when they played that clip for her and said, oh, Kenya Moore said you are her least favorite, and it went into details, she did not say, okay, guys, let's put this to rest. I don't have an issue with Kenya Moore, okay? I went on that show. I was fasting, or I was nervous because it was a live show and I allowed my nerves to get the best of me. And that's the reason why I called Kenya Kendra, but I think she's beautiful. It's all good. That wasn't her response. Miss, I don't like shade. That's not who I am. Her response was, you called her Kendra over and over again on Dish Nation because Portia Williams was on there. You called her Kendra a few times. And then you said, I wish Kendra could pay me the care like she pays her boyfriends on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So why don't you just say, look, I had a dark moment with Kenya that happened on Watch What Happens Live. And then they continue on Twitter. And then I carry it with me on different shows. And I just want to put an end to it. Kenya, I'm sorry. Why not just do that and move on? Why go through this whole process of pretending and, oh, so the producer husband, I said his name wrong. Then I said someone else's name wrong. Just to be able to squeeze Kenya's name in there and then pretend to be the person who took the high road. Talking about, I said her name wrong and I was just nervous, as if we're dumb, as if we don't have the tweets, we don't have the videos of you calling her Kendra on Dish Nation, and that we don't have anything else. Good for you for apologizing, but when and if you're going to apologize, hold yourself accountable and give a sincere apology. Don't apologize with lies. The problem with lying is you have to remember your lies. And she doesn't. Why play on the public intelligence like people are dumb out here and we don't have the footage and we can pull interviews and tweets and all of these different things to catch you in your lie? But what Sherri Shepherd is doing is, let me apologize on Windy platform so that when I do start my own show and I do want to have a viral social media moment and I invite Kenya Moore, people don't say, oh, she's apologizing now because she wants Kenya on her show. But that's exactly what you are doing. Sherri Shepherd does not need Kenya Moore to be on her show. She does not need Kenya Moore to get her own show. That's not what I'm saying. But she's aware that Kenya Moore name attached to her, that interview will go viral. And you need moments like that, especially in this day and age, for your show to pop. But do I care? No, the apology is for Kenya. So one thing about Kenya is she's a boss. She's a businesswoman. Wendy Williams used to hit below the belt all the time, and Kenya still went on her show, smiled, read her right back with a classy read, did her interviews, and left. She never took it personal. So Sherri Shepherd calling her and saying, hey, girl, I want you to stop by the show. Let's put all of this behind us. I don't think Kenya is going to say no. She's going to go. But anyways, that's all I have about Sherri Shepherd. Nice attempt of an apology, but next time, just keep it real, be genuine, and sincerely apologize. And don't try to pull a fast one because you feel like your audience that you're talking to doesn't know the backstory when you kept calling her Kendra on Dish Nation and other platforms and dragging her. Also, go back and watch things to keep up with your lie before you go on your platform to give an apology. It's a start.
Sisterhood. If you know, you know.
I'm wishing all of you well and take care.
And to hear my final loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.